Hello everyone, Tina here for Papertrey Inc. I hope your day is going fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to create a card. We're going to be using the Winter Greetings stamp set. This is new to the shop. There's a coordinating die set, but we're not going to be using it. We're just going to be using the greeting here. We're going to be using the Into the Blooms Evergreen die set. And then we're also going to be using a new stencil. This is the Winter Magic Stencil Collection. This actually creates a real pretty border, but we're just going to use the snowflakes here. So we're going to start by doing a little bit of die cutting. I'm going to take some white cardstock and we're going to die cut out our pine trees. And then I have some of the Papertrey Ink Dark Chocolate cardstock. We're going to die cut out our tree branches with that. Now I have my tree branches die cut out. What we're going to do is a little bit of ink blending. So I'm going to take the trees and I'm going to bring in my grit mat here. I'm going to use 2 shades of ink. I have Ripe Avocado and I have New Leaf. I'm going to use my blending brush. I'm going to pick up a little bit of ink and we're going to add some color to each one of our pine branches. I'm going to darken the edges a little bit here. I'm going to take Ripe Avocado and we're going to add some color with this. And then for this one, I'm going to bring in a little bit of brown ink. I'm going to use my dark chocolate ink, and we'll add a little bit of shading to that. And we'll tack down our tree trunks here. So my trees are good to go. We're going to put away these inks and then we're going to bring in some more. We're going to create a background. I have a panel that's 3¼ inches by 4 inches tall. I'm going to take my poppy ink and we're going to add a red bottom background here. And I'm kind of just going to fade up a little bit. Now next I'm going to bring in my Hibiscus Burst. And I'm going to add some pink to this. Wonderful. And then I'm going to bring in one more color. We have some yellow. This is Summer Sunrise. And I'm going to go over the top here. And I'm going to fade down in the bottom. Now that we have our background panel done, I'm going to bring in the stencil set. This is the Winter Magic Stencil set. And I'm just going to use the snow. And I'm going to tack it down. Next, I'm going to bring in my opaque matte texture paste and also a spatula, and we are going to add some snowflakes to our background. We're just going to scoop this on there. We're going to lift this to dry. And then we have some fun dimensional snowfall in the background. We're going to put this aside to dry, and in the meantime we're going to take a piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to be using the round off edgers. I'm going to use this die, and we're going to create a border with white cardstock. And then I'm also going to bring in some snowflakes. This is the Papertrey ink Layered Snowflake Flurries. We're going to go ahead and die cut out some snowflakes here. And I will be right back. So we have our snowflakes die cut out. I'm going to go ahead and take my snowbank, and we are going to stamp our greeting on here. I'm going to be using May the Chill of Winter Be Warmed by Friendship. We're going to stamp this over here. I'm going to use my dark chocolate ink for my greeting. I'm going to go ahead and flip this over. We're going to put foam tape behind here. I went ahead and trimmed my greeting so it is 4 inches wide. We're going to tack this at the very bottom of an A2 size card base. Once we have this adhered, I went ahead and put foam tape behind my panel, and it's all dry now, and I love that texture. We're going to tuck this right underneath our snowbank. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and add our snowflakes. I'm just going to use my tape runner for this. I'm going to go ahead and tack down my snowflakes here. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim away the snowflake portions that's overhanging. We're going to add a little glue at the base of our tree, and I did pop it up with some foam tape. We're going to go ahead and layer these. And then last but not least, I'm going to add a little bit more snowfall. So with my Nuvo Simply White crystal drops, we're going to add and then that will finish my card today for Papertrey ink. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a lovely day, and we will see you again real soon.